Yo, it's your boy Mouse. Once again, reporting under Colossal Boxing Talk. Couple of days away from the moment what is shaped out to be another big Mayweather pay-per-view. It's actually kind of weird this year, to be honest with y'all. It's supposed to be leading into Cinco de Mayo, which is a Mexican holiday, but there really isn't really any Mexican fighter for me. I think it's Molina, that's it. But I mean, the main event doesn't, it is what it is. But yeah, so breaking down, going right down into the fight. Let's start off with Molina and Broner. I think Broner should be able to knock him out. If he's really focused the way that he said he's been focusing in the gym this time, and he's let go of all the distractions, and he pays attention to his corner this time, which is very key, should be an easy one for him. He's moving back down to 140. He shouldn't have a problem at 140. I really hope that he stops really pushing the Mayweather defense. He's really a come forward offensive fighter who's trying to mimic a Floyd defense. I think he does a better job of walking fighters down than he actually does of coming back. So should be a good fight. I still see Broner getting a knockout win. I don't see why he shouldn't. Moving on to the Collazo Amir Khan fight. I think that's going to be the fight of the night. I really think I like Collazo, natural 47-pounder. A lot of people felt he beat Berto. A lot of people felt he beat Hatton. There's a couple of losses that he had that a lot of people felt were questionable. But nonetheless, he's a viable 47-pounder natural. He's, for me, as an unorthodox boxing style, in the sense of it's a little crafty and a little, there's really nothing special about it, but it's effective. He has decent power, and he's a good boxer. But I think it's all gonna boil down to Amir Khan's speed. Is Amir Khan at 47 gonna be just as fast as he was at 40? And if he is, I think that's the key to the fight. Is Amir Khan's speed, and is he gonna hit and get out? That's what really made Amir Khan stand out. Amir Khan, before being laid out, and being exposed for his chin, was really a hit you with a couple of combinations and back out. Come back in, hit you with a couple more and back out. I think if Amir Khan can go back to the style that he had when he was dominant, he would be a problem at 47. Just for the simple fact of his speed. He was really untouchable at one time. So I really look for that to be the biggest factor in the fight. I have Amir winning on points solely because of it's under the Mayweather fight. I know he's been promised if he gets past Collazo, he'll get Mayweather. And just, I think, like I said, I don't want to take away from Collazo. Collazo's a good 47-pounder, but I just think Amir Khan has the better skill. So I got him winning a UD 12 main event, Mayweather Medina. A lot of people questioning Floyd after the presser and stuff like that, and where his head is at and stuff like that. But I think we've seen that. I think we've seen Floyd. Floyd and the Cotto fight kind of did a similar thing. I know he's real confident all the time, and this time he really was just like, we'll see what happens. I just think that's part of just Floyd's plan all the time. I know he knows he's at the end of his career. Everybody knows he's at the end of his career. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, it's not something that I'm surprised with. I don't think it diminishes anything from him going into that ring and beating on Maidana. Now I will say this. I think Maidana's going to come out strong. And I think Maidana's going to hurt Floyd in the first couple of rounds. But I see him dying off and Floyd doing what he does best. You know, dominating and adjusting and just, you know, dominating maybe the last 6-7 rounds. But I will say this. I think Maidana will hurt Floyd at one point or another. So I'm picking Floyd obviously by 12. I don't think he's gonna knock out Maidana, but I won't be surprised if he does either. I do say this. If Floyd does get caught with a flush right from Maidana, I can see him being knocked down. I'm not saying he's gonna knock out Floyd, but don't be surprised if we see a couple of knockdowns on May 3rd. With all that said, that's my predictions. That's what I'm rolling with. I think it's going to be an entertaining night of fighting. I think a lot of people are going to be surprised what Maidana brings to the table. And again, the moment. You know, I think it's a unique choice. You know, Showtime does a really good job of picking these names. You know what I mean? Like, they really do a really good job of advertising their fights and putting it out there. Like, I think that's what really puts them apart from HBO is that whole. They like to, you know, really push, you know, themes and stuff like that. I thought the All Access this time wasn't that good, but overall, you know what I'm saying? I really thought the moment really, you know, pushed for that theme that they want. And you know, it's not just for Floyd and Maidana. I mean, you got Amir Khan and Collazo also. You know, I think that's their eliminator fight to get Floyd. You know, so it's their moment as well. You got Broner really coming back to, you know what I mean, to really show whether he's you know, he's recovered from the Maidana fight and if he's gonna be a top contender again. You know, so I think they do a really good, you know, PO job at Showtime. You know, and you guys as fans and media should get your money's worth on Saturday. So with that said, that's my predictions. Colossal Boxing Talk. You guys already know where we at. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Get it, you know what I mean? On YouTube, check us out. We there. We have a website coming out soon. We got a radio show coming out soon. Be on the lookout. You know, we have a lot of support from you guys on the page. We also run Colossal Sports Zone, which is, you know, it's more than boxing. It gives you guys a fresh take for those that maybe not be so big in boxing, but, you know, love the NFL or Major League Baseball or soccer or whatever the case may be, you know. Like I said, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Colossal Boxing Talk, Colossal Sports Zone, Instagram, all that. Check us out. Be on the lookout for the pages. We got shirts coming out. We're on the move right now. So Mighty Mouse here. We got Michael Turner, Jarrell Jasper, and CJ Goodfella. You know, the 4 horsemen getting it in. Just want to bring you the best and keep you updated on everything that's going on. One love.